is Coulomb's law, which you have studied in previous classes. You should have studied this, and this is Coulomb, Charles Augustine D. Coulomb. He has invented this law in 1785. What is this law means? When we place 2 point charges means the charges either they will be positive or negative. Any 2 point charges, if it is placed in the space, open space, what is the force of interaction between them? Likewise, he has introduced this. Okay, what is the force like? What is the electrical properties and magnetic properties when the 2 point charges are placed in between the space? He has introduced this law in 1785. So this is this. In picture, you can see this. We have 2 point charges, Q1 and Q2. This is positive and negative. We can place either negative or negative, negative positive, and negative negative. What is the force of interaction between them? Force of interaction in the sense it will be attractive force or repulsive force. If you have positive negative means the positive will go to negative. There will be force of attraction. If we place positive positive means there will be repulsion. It will repel this side and this will repel this side. That is what given in the second figure. So what is the force which is experienced by the point charge when 2 point charges placed in space? That's what he has examined, and he had produced one law. So this is what the charges can be either positive positive, negative negative, positive negative as well as negative positive. If there is opposite charges means they will attract each other obviously. If it is negative means they will repel. That is nothing but the force of attraction as well as repulsion. Totally the force of interaction will be what will be the force of interaction in the sense it will be the force of interaction will be directly proportional to the product of the charges. If the multiply 2 charges means the force will be directly proportional to the multiplication of these two charges. Suppose we have a charge means we define that as Coulomb. Okay. If suppose we have Q1 is equal to 10 Coulomb and Q2 is equal to 1 Coulomb, in the sense the product of 10 into 1 means equal to 10. The force of exerted will be like 10 Newton. Force unit of force is Newton. So force between this will be 10 Newton, like that we will give. Okay. Scalar force in the sense only the magnitude we will take with not we don't take the direction. In vector force means we will take along with the direction. Direction in the sense suppose if the force is directing from 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, like we will tell. Scalar force in the sense only the value of force. What is the force, like that only we will see. Vector in the sense this amount of force in particular direction, like this likewise we will tell. Okay. The force exerted by the force of interaction between the 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges. And similarly, he has continued like the force of attraction will be inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. See, the distance between Q1 and Q2 is R. Okay, square of the distance in the sense the force will be inversely proportional to 1 by R square, like that. See, the force is directly proportional to product of charges. Okay, if charges are increased, the force will also get increased. Okay, that's what. Force is inversely proportional means 1 by we have to write inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Suppose R square, no, distance. If we decrease the distance means the force will increase. That's what inversely proportional. Here directly proportional in the sense if force is increased, the charges will also get increased. If more amount of charges are there, the force will be more in that particular area. Okay. If the force is inversely proportional in the sense if we decrease the distance between 2 point charges means there will be the force will be more. If we suppose if we place 1 point charges in a particular point and then place that another point charges some 40 meter next to 40 meter means there will be no force there. Okay, that's what. If we place in a minimum distance R is decreased, it means force will increase. The force will be more in that particular area. If R is increased, suppose if we place 1 point charges, the distance between the point charges 100 meters means the force obviously will get decreased. No force will be there because there will be no attraction or repulsion between the forces. Only when we place the point charges nearer only, will get the force of attraction, interaction, attraction or repulsion. Totally it is said to be as force of interaction. The force of interaction will be more when we place the point charges in a particular distances. So that's what. So we have combined, Coulomb has combined the force equations. He had derived two equations initially, and then he had combined, and combining he had told us, force is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. He had combined and make the equation like this. Okay. Then we should not tell like directly proportional like that. If it is directly proportional means tentatively we are telling like it will be like this only, like that. So we have to get the exact answer for the force. Okay, for that he has derived some constant of proportionality. He is multiplying some constant of proportionality along with the force equation. So the force will be equal to this, like that he had derived. Okay, the concept of proportionality, how he is deriving in the sense, free space permittivity. Depend on free space permittivity, the concept of proportionality will be there. Free space permittivity in the sense, if we are placing the charges in free space only, either we can place in room or outside, anywhere we are placing, how that free space permit the charges. So that is what he derived, and he had given like the free space permittivity is given like 8.854 in 10 power minus 1. It is the universally it is believed like this will be the free space permittivity. So you should mug up this value. Free space, if anyone asks what is the free space permittivity means, you should tell this only. So this is the free space permittivity. When we place any two charges in anywhere else, this will be the permittivity value. So he is multiplying this free space permittivity in order to obtain the exact value of force. So he is multiplying the concept of proportionality along with the force equation, and then he had derived this force equation. So K is the constant of proportionality. It is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That is the free space permittivity. So you have to place 1 by 4 pi into this value. And then you have to multiply this along with the force equation in order to get the exact force, not the tentative force. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, so I told no, force is equal to constant of proportionality into product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them, and the force unit is Newton. So he had derived this equation. Till this you have to write when you are asked in exam about Coulomb's law. Okay. So this is applicable. When is it is applicable? Coulomb's law. 2 point charges will be considered, and they should be stationary, not moving. If 2 point charges are stationary, so this law is applicable. Okay. So these conditions you should know. Only it should be point charge, not any other charges, and then it should be stationary, not moving. For this two conditions, Coulomb has derived the force of interaction between the charges. Okay, this is what Coulomb's law. And then vector form. What is vector form? In the sense I told no, scalar means only the force value we will take. Vector means with respect to direction we will take. Okay, any force. This is also similar to scalar only. So we will use vectors. If we put like this arrow in the force in upper upwards on the upper. The force equation, if we put this direction means it will be like showing the direction. Okay, this is vector form. So if we place a vector in the sense we should write unit vector here. Okay, R12, some unit vector is there, like that we should mention. Okay, that's what it is given. So any force in vector form should have this arrow direction as well as the unit vector here, R distance. That is nothing but the distance you should write as unit vector, like this is this arrow like symbol. No, this will be like a unit vector. So if we place if you put anything in vector form means you should have the vector symbol here as well as unit vector, that is the distance between the point charges as unit vector here. So that's what the same equation only, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 r, and can be any positive as well as negative. Okay, q1 q2 divided by r square into unit vector r12. Why they are given as 1 2 and 2 1 in the sense, suppose if we have the force of interaction between Q1 and Q1 to Q2, if there is force of interaction means, if we have one charge here and one charge here, the force will be from this one to this one as well as this one to this one. So these 2 point charges will experience some sort of force. The force from 1 to 2 in the sense they have mentioned like this. Okay, force 1 to 2 in the sense Q1 Q2 divided by R12. Distance is nothing but R12 square into the unit vector R12 cap. 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2 unit vector is taken. So force 2 to 1. This is applicable for only 2 point charges. Okay, 2 to 1. Then the force 1 to 2 in the sense from 1, what is the force experienced by the force 2? We have analyzed in this equation. And then force 2 to 1. What is the force exerted by F21 is given in this equation. 2 to 1 means we have to write like R2 to 1. And then unit vector R21 cap. So this is what. So how the forces? Force 1 to 2 is going like this, and 2 to 1 is coming like this. So they are in opposite direction. So in vector form, we will see only the direction. So they are, since they are absent opposite direction, the force will be same, and the distance will be in this direction is opposite, so we are putting minus here. Okay, force F1 to 2 and force 1 to 2 are similar, so we are equalizing this. F21 is equal to F12, but they are in opposite direction, so we are placing minus here. Okay, so that's what this is what we are getting. Why we are getting minus in the sense that since the direction is opposite in vector form, we will get minus here. But the force is similar to this, so only equalizing. F21 is equal to F12 only. The magnitude of the force is same, but the direction is different. So we are putting minus here. This is applicable for the point charges. 2 point charges placed at the distance of R. Okay, only 2 point charges are there means the force will be same, the direction will be opposite, so we are putting minus here. So that's what here derived. So Coulomb's law in scalar form, in the sense you have to write Coulomb's law in scalar form, in the sense you should write till here, and then vector form, in the sense you should write till here. Okay, vector form. Okay. Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Coulomb's law in superposition form. Superposition form, in the sense, if suppose I have told like 2 point charges are placed at a distance 2 point charge for 2 point charges, I have told like this will be the force. If suppose so many point charges are there in a particular area, means if they are asking a force for 1 point, suppose you see charge Q1 is there, Q2 is there, and Q3 is there. So they're asking what will be the force experienced by Q, in the sense we have to add all the forces. We have to calculate all these forces and then add. Okay. That is what the superposition law. The force experienced by a particular point charge, when many point charges are placed around, in the sense, so you have to add all the forces. Okay. The force exerted by this, you have to add all this to get the force for a particular particular point. Okay, this is what the superposition form. Mostly they will ask like Coulomb's law in scalar form as well as vector form only for exam. But for additionally, you should know means you can study this also.
Ma'am, small doubt, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is that addition a scalar addition of forces, vector addition of forces, ma'am?
Scalar addition.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Only the scalar will be same only. The magnitude of the force will be same. Vector only will vary, but they will ask only the scalar addition. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, do you have calculator, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you all write this problem. You will have problem on this. Okay, this is a scalar force calculation only. This is a simple problem. I will explain you. You can write this and calculate and tell me the answer. What you are getting. You all please take your note and write this question. Are you writing?
Ma'am, can you show the question again?
What more? What you are asking?
The question.
Question. Wait. Whether everyone is writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is given in the problem in the sense, 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 are placed at the distance of 12 centimeter away. Okay, what is the magnitude of the force they are asking? Magnitude in the sense that is the scalar force they are asking. Okay, so they have given the epsilon naught permittivity value as 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 farad per meter they have given. So what is the formula for force? Can anyone tell?
1 by 4
Anyone
by
tell me
epsilon
what is
naught
the
into
formula
Q1
for
Q2 by R square.
Okay. You have to write the formula and then you have to use this charges value for that and the distance you should use, and then you have to calculate the force for 4 by epsilon naught value. You can take this and you calculate and tell me the answer. So first, what should you do? It is given like microcoulomb. Microcoulomb means you should write like this: 10 power minus 6. Okay, micro in the sense 10 power minus 6. So if suppose it is given like nanocoulomb means 10 power minus 9 you should write. Okay. Okay. Students, it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So centimeter you should convert it to meter. So 0.12 you will get when you convert it to meter. So these and all you should do. You should convert into coulombs. Now you should write as coulombs only, not microcoulomb. So you have to write like 10 power minus 6 coulomb, and then whatever given in the centimeter means you should convert it into meter. So these are the values you should take, and then you calculate the force value and tell me.
22.5 newtons, ma'am.
Force.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
22.5
Whether everyone is
newtons.
getting. Everyone write, and then after completing you tell me. Whether everyone got the answer, same answer. Okay, good. Some people are telling in chat. Good. So what about others? Okay, then we can go to the second problem. So this is another problem. Okay. You calculate force for this. Problem 2. These problems you should write in note and you have to study for exams. Write this and tell the answer what you are getting. Whether everyone is doing? What you are getting? Micronewton. Okay. Okay. Then sometimes what people will do, no, sometimes they will give like k constant of proportionality value to other value. Sometimes they will give like obtain the force when the constant of proportionality is they will give some other value, k value. For 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, what is the value you people are getting?
9 to
K
10 power
value.
9.
10 power 9, ma'am.
9 to 10 power 9. Sometimes to know a setting, people can give some other k values. Okay, for if they give like that means you have to calculate for that k value. Okay,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have to calculate. You have to keep that k value and then you have to calculate the force. So that's what. Whether everyone is getting the answers. Okay. Okay, in next class we will see the problem. This will be a little bit difficult to calculate. If we start now means it will take about 10 minutes to explain this problem. So next class I will about this. You should have calculator. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, next class I will explain about this vector force problem. This is somewhat big problem, so it will take time. So only I am leaving out this. So next class we can see this problem and similar problem we should work out in class. After that we can continue with electric field intensity and flux density classes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Tell your friends to join the class without getting any absent. In Pavitra,
Yes, ma'am.
inform others who are absent today. No, tell them
Yes.
to join the classes.
Okay, ma'am. I'll tell them, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.